Hello, everyone. And let me start by wishing you a Merry Christmas and hoping we kick off the new year with elections. As Canada grapples with economic instability and a $62 billion deficit, Trudeau is about to be as popular as an Atari console in 2024. And it's okay if you don't know what it is. Trudeau, a narcissist who stick to power at all costs, has turned Canada into an international laughingstock, destroying the economy, immigration policies, and everything this country once stood for. But the hope of reclaiming the Canada we once knew is still alive. If not, hey, how about becoming the 51st state of the United States? Just kidding, or maybe not. Jokes aside, when everyone felt isolated and on the brink during Trudeau's authoritarian regime in 2020-21, the truckers reminded us what it meant to be Canadian and that we were not alone back in February 2022.
All out together, we're supporting this country. We're doing it for Canada. That's it.
You think that is a violent or racist moment?
The energy's great. The vibe is wicked. There's a lot of love here, and everybody's here for the same reason.
I try. Oh my God, to try. I try.
Today, I'm sharing my highlights of 2024. The year kicked off with Joe Biden and Texas Governor Greg Abbott sparking a legal showdown over border protection. While the federal government wanted to cut the barbed wire installed along the Rio Grande River, Greg Abbott stood his ground defending his state against what he called an invasion of illegal immigrants.
Joe Biden and his abject refusal to enforce the immigration laws of the United States of America.
So at one time, I don't know, well, you guys have researched all this stuff. We had Title 42.
Yeah.
It was a COVID measure.
Yeah.
So that when people came across, we just kicked it back to Mexico. So Title 42, when they did away with it, you know, the hordes of people came across. Every morning, 700 would walk up this road. 700 aliens, early morning, every morning. I worked with the Border Patrol for 25 years and in investigations, another 10 after that. So I had 35 years, all here in Eagle Pass area. Everything was under control to a sense. Apprehensions went up one year and we'd catch them. Amnesty, apprehensions went up. You know, we were encountering a lot of people. Drug traffic could go back up, but we were always out here chasing people and people were running. It's sorry to say, ever since Biden showed up, no one's running anymore.
Back in Canada, Quebec farmers rose up against the government, faced with every increasing regulations and stifling competition from countries not bound by the same production standards. Many producers organized convoys to make their voices heard.
À matin, là, sur le marché, là, c'est 15 cents du litre. Quand on est dans une région éloignée, ben vous payez votre 15 cents, puis vous payez le 15 cents des autres qui viennent vous livrer du stock.
Dans ce temps-là, nous autres, il faudrait rester et accepter une baisse de salaire de 87%. Est-ce que vous trouvez ça acceptable que les autres se remontent puis nous autres, on crève?
In June, as anti-Israel camps popped up on university campuses, one such camp appeared in Square Victoria Park. When my colleague Guillaume Roy and I attempted to report on the event, we were attacked by the far-left activists, while Montreal police stood by as if they were watching a movie.
Man, si tu me touches, là, c'est quoi votre but? Mais c'est quoi votre but? C'est quoi votre but? You don't understand. Go away.
Get the fuck out!
Fuck you. Hey! Police! Hey! Police! C'est avec ta de peinture!
Shortly after, we were sent to Paris to cover the legislative elections. We reported from barely recognizable neighborhoods and witnessed the riots that followed the result.
Non, l'islam, c'est pas une menace. Moi, je suis musulman. Les gens qui font du mal, c'est pas des musulmans.
C'est qui les nazis? Le Pen, c'est les nazis.
Qui?
Le Pen, c'est les groupes tous les nazis. C'est eux les fournissent pour faire les votes. C'est eux les fournissent des nazis, de la Russie et tout.
Non, parce que les criminels, c'est qui? C'est eux-mêmes les Français.
C'est les Français même?
Bah voilà.
To wrap up the year, Donald Trump was elected as the 47th president of the United States, which I covered live from New York, and many were stunned, and Trudeau probably fell off his chair, given that our prime minister has decimated our immigration system and allowed criminal organizations and cartels to operate at our borders. Donald Trump has threatened to impose a 25% tariff on all goods entering the U.S. if Canada and Mexico fail to address illegal immigration and drug smuggling, especially fentanyl. I went to the border with Lincoln J., my colleague, to see the current state of the crisis for myself.
I'd like somebody to do something about it, our government or yours, or it's just too many. You're tripping over these people coming across, and there's going to be more deaths from the weather, the climate. I mean, when they start bringing babies and stuff and not picking them up is the worst part. They don't get the ride, or the guy gets scared or something, don't pick them up. They come across so many of them. Last year, right in the hay, he went in and took a bale of hay out, and they were burrowed in between the bales in the middle of the winter to stay warm. I mean, they come jumping out of this. They're all over. I mean, it's like stray cats almost. You really don't know, and you see them walking around in the middle of the night, clothes over here. It's kind of scary at night because a lot of times you don't lock your doors down here. I don't think these people are out to hurt you, but, if they're cold and hungry and wet, they will do something, They're going both ways, but I've seen them. I don't think there's as many going back down.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Thanks for sharing our content. And I want to wish you again a Merry Christmas, and we will all see each other in 2025. There's many ways to support our journalism, and one of them is either to donate or to share our content, or to go to urbannewstore.com. On this website, you can check all our merch. You can purchase for yourself or your loved one a hoodie, a t-shirt, a mug. It's a way that you can encourage us. You can also treat yourself, and I invite you to use the code in the screen. So go to ribbonnewsstore.com, and thank you in advance to supporting Ribbon News.